hop into this one.
Okay.
Chen banned out. This is the hero that has 80% win rate so far, and the most picked hero of the tournament, Ogre.
Yep.
Same goes for Shadow Demon.
Well, Mirana, Kunkka, Magnus, a lot of picks coming out, and a lot of picks coming out pretty quickly. These teams know what they want, as you said. And yeah, no real surprises with the bans, would you say?
Pretty common bans. Sometimes OD survives. Some teams are not rating him highly. Depends whether you want to pick some beefy strength heroes in the front line, which OD is really good against. So Kunkka AA. One of the reasons Kunkka is so picked is because he doesn't lose many matchups.
Yeah.
Even if you're having a rough time, you use X Mark TP, come back with a full HP, then you can use a Shrine, and also the boat buff. It's insanely good for a team fight.
Yeah. Now you've got an AA to kind of combo with him, so Kunkka being a good initiation, Ice Blast can be a nice little follow-up, the Vortex amping up the magic damage. I mean, King Gaming just have a solid opening 2 heroes, I feel. Like, you know what to expect. They cover their bases well with this. Chaos, single, I mean...
It's not easy Dota, what Chaos has right now.
Yeah.
Like, you need to position yourself well to land a good RP. Same goes for Mirana, Ulti. It's more of a, if I hit it, it's going to be good. Meanwhile, Keen Gaming, it's a pretty easy setup. X Mark into AA Ulti, Cold Feet, Torrent.
Exactly. Magnus, sorry, not Magnus. Mirana has looked very good this TI so far, though.
Oh, for sure. Because that's the hero that can build pretty much any items. I've seen Mirana being played as a core. I think NIP was playing it. But right now, it feels like Mirana position 4 is the best.
Yeah. Particularly when you have these like mids that can set up the arrow and get those nice ganks and rotations going. Definitely want to see some kind of a set for the arrow if it is going to be that 4th position right now. Just a Magnus, not really the best of setup. As for Chaos, we'll see what they end up going for here. They've got one more ban before we go into those picks. They're definitely looking for that carry to empower. Jug being banned out as the obvious one. We've seen at least one Mag Jug on our stream. There's probably been a few others. Still as powerful as ever. Tried, tested, and proven to be very solid.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need a melee hero, maybe even 2, so that Mag can empower them.
Yeah. It's depending if the Mag
What do you prefer, Mag 3 or 4?
Well, I guess we got the Mirana now as well, so, I think this game I would prefer Mag as a 3 because of the Mirana. If you do Mag support and Mirana core, it's like Mirana's not a hero you empower, so it doesn't. Then and Mirana's also not
but
really
they can
an
also swap
off-laner.
things around. Mirana can be maybe even off lane.
Yeah.
Mag position 4.
That's true.
Empowered Mirana is not that bad if you get the damage items.
Okay. Get a better idea as we go deeper in this draft what it might be. Chaos bang out the Enchantress. So actually, no first to Enchantress. Feels like coming into the very start of day 1 groups, Enchantress like,
oh, this is the best hero, and then suddenly, yeah, this hero just dies.
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
if you have heavy magical damage.
I was sitting watching the EG Fnatic games on day 1, and Bulba turned to March, and he just laughed. He's like, "Thanks for giving me Ench." Like Ench is OP, and then they lost with Ench. That was the day 1 where EG went like 1 win 5 losses. So I think the teams really thought Ench was like the most OP thing ever.
And suddenly it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a strong hero, but we've discussed it over the past few days. You have a good laning stage, and then they kill you once or twice, and suddenly all the advantage that you had is gone.
Yeah.
Ember Spirit picked up, one of the heroes who benefit a lot from Empower because of the Sleight of Fist. Pretty easy to clear the whole creep wave with it.
Do you remember when Ember first came out and everyone's going double Battle Furies, Daedalus, Rapiers? Yeah. Good old days. Good old days of Ember Spirit. No longer the case. No longer about those damage items with the Sleight of Fist.
That's a good pickup. They needed a little bit of more control for Ember Spirit, and if you just X mark him, it's always easy to set up for either a Shackle or the Hex. And now with the Shadow Shaman, they also have the tower damage, which these heroes lack.
Yeah, nice little pick. Also doesn't reveal too much, just a 4 position. You kind of expect King Gaming to get some kind of 4 with some control, some lockdown, and Chaos are going to have to, once again, pick something a little bit blind. Probably looking for a support here. I guess they don't have a 5 position. I mean, Magnus could be a 5.
Could be.
We've seen, at least, I don't know about this term, but I have seen Magnus 5 position before. it does take a carry that doesn't need that much help if you want to run Magnus 5, because Magnus does not really help secure your lane very well.
And Gyro's still in the pool if they want to swap things around a little bit. Could also be a good pickup for Keen Gaming. But it looks like Chaos wants to get a position 5, even though these heroes are pretty versatile and can be played at multiple roles.
Yeah. Bane maybe gives you a save. I'm not trying to think what else you might consider here.
We haven't seen any silencers so far, at least on our stream.
Yeah. And Silencer doesn't feel like he just does enough. Unless you're reversing like an
I mean,
Enigma
right
or
now,
something to counter.
I'm just
Yeah, yeah,
brainstorming because they need some kind of a stun. All right, so it looks like it's gonna be. I mean,
what
Beastmaster
does it
is
look like?
definitely off lane.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
So Mag 5, Mirana 4, and they need carry last.
Ooh, that's a greedy lineup when you say
Definitely.
Mag 5, Mirana 4. Okay. Empower Beastmaster? Is that a thing?
It's
No.
I mean, have you seen Ember Spirit being played as position 4 in your pubs?
I haven't. I want to try it now. Is
it's
it
doable.
good?
It's
Yeah,
doable.
I can
You
see
just
it.
run people down with the flame guard.
Yep. Seems like a strat. Let's go maybe even 5 position. Misery looking to maybe pull out some weird unconventional heroes.
Seems like Keen Gaming is a bit stunned by what Chaos is doing, trying to figure out what the hero roles are going to be.
As for Keen, I mean, they have flexibility. The Kunkka we've seen go mid as well as off lane, so it doesn't have to be their mid laner. It has looked, I'd say, overall strongest and most solid in the mid, but we saw what the offlane Kunkka in
From
our last
Na'Vi?
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
Na'Vi. Yeah, that worked really well for them. Just get some utility items.
Even on the mid lane, Kunkka can get these utility items. We see it from PSG LGD getting the Spirit Vessel when it's needed against heroes like a Timbersaw, sometimes even Elk. Then you buy either Shadow Blade, Radiance. This is the beauty of the hero because he can build pretty much anything and it always feels good.
Stunned indeed. Keen Gaming using up all their reserve time. Trying to figure out just what the hell is Chaos doing. Misery. This guy who definitely has some unconventional drafts that catch people by surprise, and they go for a PA. That's a new hero for us.
I mean, it could be a good hero for Chaos as well. Maybe they just wanted to steal it. The other way to think around is you just ban it.
Yeah, you have a ban left, so I think if you're worried about them taking PA, probably just ban it. They must see something about this game that makes the PA work for them.
Could be just a comfort pick for Keen Gaming.
Yeah.
If you look at the heroes, Phantom Assassin is not particularly strong against any of these heroes. Ember Spirit just uses a remnant, goes away. Magnus will skewer Mirana with the leaps.
And these heroes have there's decent. It's not magic damage. It's nukes. There's not like a single target physical damage core that you're using the blur evasion against.
Yeah.
So, not to say PA is a bad pick by any means, but there's not like any obvious reason where it's like, oh yeah, they picked PA because of this specific thing. We'll see some PA action. That's for Chaos. I mean, you're expecting Mag and Mirana support, so as am I. So it's greedy, and that means they probably want another.
Well, probably
gonna
look dumb Parker in the end.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mid Beastmaster 5 Ember. Just kidding.
Yeah. Matu does play Ember Spirit. He's a very good Ember.
So they banned out Monkey King. They think it's going to be a carry or mid. Just Monkey King is really strong in the laning stage against Kunkka. He forces Kunkka to go back in the jungle. He can't really lane unless you have 2 heroes on a mid.
And that's, I guess, something that King Gaming don't want to have to commit. So no Monkey King for you.
So it should reveal that this is Kunkka on a mid lane, and they need an off laner now.
The other nice thing about the Kunkka is it means if you do get 10th pick brooded, you have an answer. at least you have a hero you can send there. I was like, oh, it's Matu. Are they going to 10th pick Brood? And I was like, wait a second. They've got Kunkka. Abaddon. We've seen one or two other Abaddon picks. This is not our first here. Apparently there's an Aghanim Scepter Abaddon in another game as well.
Yeah, I've mentioned the Aghanim Scepter upgrade against these big altis against Enigma. It's extremely good. You just shoot coils. So Abaddon will remove the Beastmaster. It's really tough to play Beastmaster into Abaddon because your roar is not gonna be as effective as usual.
Yep. I mean, Mirana arrows, Searing Chains, there's so many things to dispel. And they go for the PL. So there's your late game carry for Faded. This might be the first PL pick. I know there wasn't any PL on day one. It was one of the unpicked heroes. Faded played this quite a bit in the European qualifiers for Chaos. You know, he's an SEA player. They love their Phantom Lancer over in Southeast Asia.
But it's also a Phantom Lancer into Phantom Assassin. Phantom just cancels the other Phantom.
So it's Assassin versus Lancer instead. Okay.
So with the Battle Fury build, you're going to have ways to deal with the PL illusions. And you also have Abaddon on your team, so you don't necessarily need to go for BKB that early on if Abaddon is just playing around you.
For sure. And PL doesn't deal well with PA's evasion as well as another thing.
Yeah.
So it's not like, and not to say that PL's a bad pick, but it's just like, it's not a good hero against the PA specifically. It may just be the hero that Chaos Fuel fits their draft and is good against some of these other picks. You know, you have all these illusions, Shaman. These supports do not want to play into PL, that's for sure. But, you know, Kunkka's got Cleave. PA likely, almost certainly going to be going Battle Fury as well.
But also, Phantom Assassin, you want to pick some high magical damage against her, and these two supports don't have that much. Mirana, yes, if you use a double Star Storm, other than that, it's really hard to even get a gank going with these two heroes on a Phantom Assassin.
All right. Well, here we go, our opening game of today, and it's a doozy. We've got two teams fighting to not be last place in the group, which is very important. In terms of prize money, it's also very important as far as staying alive and getting to play on the main stage at TI, potentially going further in the tournament. You know, there's still a lot of group stage games left, but these two teams currently sitting at the bottom, so.
This is the only place where you not want to be at. Fighting to not be the last place.
And that's where any team who's maybe struggling having a bad group stage, you can't just be like, well, let's save some strats for the main stage. It's, let's make sure, you know, we take every win we can get, because finishing 8th in your group compared to 9th, you get 6 times more prize money. You go from like $90,000 to like half a million. No, sorry, not half a million. To how much? No, it is like $500,000, right?
I think it's 300,000.
Okay, it's a lot more. It's getting bottom 4 compared to 13 to 16. Bottom 4 the main event.
Yeah, maybe even half a million. I could be wrong.
I think it's close to $500,000. Just for getting to the main stage. Here we go.
So it looks like they want to have a tri-lane. If they put Abaddon against the Phantom Lancer, leave him alone, it's a decent matchup for Abaddon. Put 1 point in Curse, keep harassing him with the Photic Shield. Phantom Lancer won't be able to trade that much.
Doesn't look like Chaos can be able to contest this bounty rune down bottom. They give it up, and it will be 2 apiece. Both teams getting the bounty runes on their side. So it will be Old 11 playing the off-lane Abaddon up against PL. I don't think we're going to see Chaos stick to a tri-lane down here. You'd expect Misery to be headed back up top. Arrow goes flying on through, catches the Shadow Shaman. That's Misery. They are tri-laning down here for now, and with that long arrow, Kaka's going to take a bit of damage, but should be okay. The double boar's out, so Keen Gaming need to just disengage against this now. Kaka's in very aggressively. Right clicks in the boar slow. Level 1 boar slow, not the mightiest.
Yeah, that's a lot of harassment. They already forced them to use 2 tangos in this lane. Magnus is not a really strong in tri-lane. If Mirana misses the arrow, also it's a Beastmaster tri-lane, so Chaos's tri-lane is not that strong.
Yeah.
And you can see already Abaddon on top, 1 point in Curse. We'll just keep harassing him.
Yeah, the PL could just be, going straight 1v1, but he's just getting right-clicked to death here. Look at this Curse. Getting that slow as well as the attack speed. 40 attack speed at level 1 is an insane amount of attack speed, and yeah, Magnus is going to TP up here.
I don't think Mag can do much. I mean, it's dream lane for Abaddon.
Yeah.
If somehow he can get a skewer back to the tower,
I mean,
that would be
skewers,
good.
it's not back to the tower though, and he's just going to right-click Misery. 11 Having a very good time. He's starting to take some right-click damage now.
11 brought a lot of regen to this lane. 6 tangos
Yep.
and a healing salve plus a mango. Also, he's gonna get the solo XP, and both of these are gonna be sharing.
First blood bottom lane. It was a...
We missed that one, huh?
Yeah. You miss every kill you don't catch. That's what they say. But, yep, first blood down bottom early on. I'm just curious to see this Abaddon because he's going to have such a good lane here. He has got the Bassi ring queued up as well, which is going to give him some nice extra armor, as well as the ability to spam his nuke or his aphotic shield a bit. He should have a fantastic lane because of it being a Magnus support.
Yeah, and right now he's just still saving a point in case he wants to deny himself, and just got a miss coil.
Yep.
Where's that skewer?
Skewer gets the last hit. So, well, as I was saying, he's going to have a fantastic time. He
That
gives
was
up a kill.
really greedy. Saving a point until then using a miss coil, putting it on cooldown.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also had a flask to work with.
If anything, he should have just been... I would almost rather have seen him just go for the aphotic shield and use an aphotic shield defensively on himself. But I guess he wants that miss call to maybe get some last hits, like secure a range.
This is why I love 11, because he can look the best player in the game, or you can be like, what is this guy doing?
He's on some next level stuff. He's on the juice. The apple juice, of course, that is. Guys, come on.
What's your favorite juice?
Like some really fresh squeezed orange juice is pretty top tier. That's hard to beat, but I don't know. Mango juice maybe? Orange and mango. That's a good combo. What about you?
I love some apple juice.
Some apple juice. Apple's solid. Solid choice.
When you're on a plane, do you get tomato juice?
If there's some vodka in it, yes. If there's not, then no. Good old Bloody Mary to start your day in the morning when you're flying somewhere. That's a great start to the day. Not that I have that when I'm casting or working, of course.
No.
We stick purely to the coffee.
Yeah, we're professionals.
Yeah. I'll just blame my lack of Bloody Marys on missing kills and stuff here. But here we go. How are things looking? Look at the top 3 CS all on the Radiant side. They are having a great laning stage. So Old 11 may have died once, but he now comes back with a Bassi and a Chainmail. So he's got 10 armor instead of the 2 that he started with in lane. So he's a lot harder to kill and bring down considering PL's damage is all physical.
He's getting closer to level 25. There's a lot of these range creeps because of the pull from Mag. Region Rune is going to spawn. We'll pick that one up.
I mean, even Matu's not having fun in this mid lane. Just getting constantly cleaved. Very, very low. He's going to be forced back. He's got no regen left. He's got that empty bottle. That's why the A was making sure to secure those runes to stop everyone from picking them up. And back down at bottom, they've gone in. They're looking for Kezu. Poor Kezu going to be brought down by the trialing of Keen Gaming. Keen Gaming are just destroying these lanes right now. But Matu's very low. He did refill his bottle here, but he got hit by that one. And one more right click. He's been X back. He denies the creep to maybe stop that cleave. Ooh, he needs another cleave. He's got the creep. Oh, he gets the deny. Matu. He stops the cleave from coming in. Those denies. Perhaps saving his life. And another deny. Oh, my God. That's how you play against Kunkka. You deny the creeps that he's trying to cleave off of.
Bounty runes are spawning. Misery has that skewer if he wants to go for it.
Yeah. Old 11 gets it, though.
He's in trouble.
Yeah.
Misery's dead.
Misery. Speaking of dead, Dark goes down the bottom lane, and Old Chicken's gonna go looking for the rune here. Should be okay here. The boars, slowing a little bit, but they just tickle, really. That was unexpected. Misery getting solo killed by this Abaddon, who is about to have phase boots now as well. Old 11 is crushing it in this top lane.
Yeah, and there's no way they're going to kill this Abaddon with the Phantom Lancer. Even if Mag comes to this lane, he is level 6 right now, saving the point for borrowed time if needed.
Yeah. And it's so bad because he's in a 1v2 lane. It's not like he's having help from the support. So as a result, Chaos are losing multiple lanes because bottom lane, it's a 3v2 lane. Keen Gaming, it's simple maths. You have one more hero, you win the lane. That should be the case for Chaos, but not when you have a Magnus support. So Abaddon winning the 1v2.
It's such a greedy lineup from Chaos. You have 2 supports who can't do too much right now, and Beastmaster not even level 5 at this moment. Both.
Yeah, they've gone in on Matu, looking for a cleave. He accidentally kills the creep, but he still got it, and that's going to be a kill on Matu, who is not level 6 just yet.
Good positioning from Double Dash. to use that Tidebringer off the siege creep unit to finish him off.
Yeah, Matu's played around the Tidebringer really well, but at that point there was just no out for him. And top lane, Old 11, he's got the phase boots. He's chasing down Fade. He's going to force out a shrine. He may just not care about this shrine. Yeah, he's going to just
Shrine and TP out.
Yeah, he didn't
But he TP'd to the top lane, at least.
He was going to die if he didn't, I think. And Abaddon's just going to run right back at him and keep on doing the same thing. 3 points in the Aphotic Shield. We'll see if Old 11 goes for the full Vlads or not here. He may just want to pick up the medallion and go for that Solar Crest. Mid lane, they're going on Matu. He's got Fire Remnants available, but he's being chain stunned here. 1 or 2 more right clicks with the Ether Shock is enough damage to bring down Matu. He just respawned and instantly gets picked off.
I guess he didn't take in consideration that Kanka had that Arcane Rune, so maybe he was not expecting the boat to be up again.
Ah, yeah. And as soon as PL TP stopped, he gets bullied out of the lane. Abaddon secures the lane again. PL forced back into the jungle. Things have completely fallen apart here for Chaos, it really feels like. The PL's their highest CS, but PL is not having a good time by any means. As Kezu is in trouble now as well, gets caught by the Cold Fate. Rotating in is the Phantom Assassin.
Oh,
Kaka, come
Kaka.
on, bro. Come on.
He was hesitating for a moment. Should I do it or not? And then, yeah, I'm getting really close to my Ether Lens.
Kaka's like, I played in the TI finals. Have you, bro? I'm taking this kill. I know what I'm doing. Come on, old chicken. Kezu TPing back down bottom. He's struggling.
Arrow's gonna connect.
Okay, this is a kill. And Chaos securing a rune. This is something Keen had done such a good job of up until now, and that's why Chaos, I think, knew they could maybe find a kill there. They rotated in, expecting Keen to try and keep stealing these runes from Matu, but Matu, with the help of the Mirana, secures a support kill, though. It's really not the biggest of kills to be getting.
Kanka has his phase boots on the courier, 2 bracers, 1500 HP. This hero feels really unkillable. They need to bring numbers. Maybe 3/4 heroes to actually kill him. Yeah. And the Radiance is going to be such a great item this game against the Phantom Lancer illusions, the damage, the mischance.
Abaddon is just king of this top lane. These are the games when if you're in like a pub or something, you're just like, I think we lost. There's this solo Abaddon who's... No one can go to this lane. There's not a single Dire hero who can actually contest this lane, and he's just won his lane by himself. It's like the worst possible scenario. Obviously, this is not a game over. It's only a 3k gold lead, and you've got great scaling on Chaos. They've got Empower to farm with and come back with, but this is not how these lanes were meant to go.
Yeah, and they also lost the mid tower, so they can enter their jungle where Phantom Lancer will be farming. Bounty Rune spawning in 40 seconds, Mag only level 4, same goes for Mirana with the domes. That should get them to level 6, so they should try to make a move with Mirana ulti. Yep. Beastmaster is level 6, they need to make some plays with Beastmaster and Ember Spirit while Phantom Lancer is farming.
11 just runs right at Misery. Misery just doesn't have TP now as well. Is 11 going to just go for this kill?
He's going to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, he could go for the tier 1 tower, but he seems more keen on going for these kills. He's basically saying, you guys going to do anything about this one? Yeah, 11. He's just diving.
Another shield.
He could get the kill. It just doesn't feel worth maybe potentially dying for and even just overcommitting for. You're going to lose so much, use up your entire health and mana pool, so it's not really worth it for a support
Roar
Magnus.
on the bottom lane, but there's no follow-up. There's the arrow. Sorry about that one.
PA. There's a blink soon. AA is on the high ground, but the magic damage is there, and Dark, he was just standing there hoping he could blink to him.
Permastand.
Yep.
Phantom Assassin had 21 charges, but sadly she did not get it off. Meanwhile, on the top lane, as you mentioned, Abaddon with that Ring of Bassi, almost full Vlad at this moment, level 9. Siege creep is coming, so they want to get this tower.
It's 10 minutes, so XP tomes coming up, which means these supports are going to be hitting their level 6s, AA and Shaman. 2 very good level 6s. Kezu at bottom, getting jumped on with the cold feet. Old Chicken wants his kill, has the phase double Wraith Band, so he starts to hit pretty hard right now. He's looking to chase him down here with the phase boots movement speed. The arrow going to go in from the side and latch on, but Kezu's still getting slowed up. Has got a TP, but it does look like they're going to stop chasing Kezu, instead go for Milan, but Matu's rocked up now. He rotates in from the mid lane. Matu's looking to turn this one around with some nice rotations. He's got himself a double kill. Great move from the TI winner himself. salvages somewhat of a bad laning stage. His ult 11, he TP'd in, but there's not a whole lot he can do. This is one of the downsides of this offlane Abaddon. He can crush his lane and have this uncontested free farm, but he's not really the biggest playmaker.
Yeah, you need to be at the right position at the right time, and this is exactly what I was talking about. They bring the numbers, 4 of them playing together while Phantom Lancer is just farming. Even though he's farming without Empower, it's still okay for them.
Yep.
Also, King Gaming was a bit undecisive whether they want to go for 1 kill. Mirana showed up. Do we go? They have no vision near the enemy tier 1 tower, so they were afraid that they're going to be outnumbered. And Mag is level 6 right now, has Empower. Mirana also has ulti. With the next roar, they should try to make something happen, but the lanes need to be in a good position.
Yeah. I think for Keen, if you want to make a play, you need to fight with Kunkka. Kunkka's your strongest hero right now. I mean, Abaddon's strong and unkillable, but he doesn't make plays. He doesn't actually catch and kill people because of the nature of the hero. It's the Kunkka X that you've got to utilize.
And that's going to be a defensive Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah, but they managed at least to get out without any casualties. It looked like a potentially dangerous position to be in. X gonna pull back his Abaddon. He's doesn't have the money for the Morbid Mass.
Arrow on the X. Does not connect.
Radiant gonna pop a glyph just to keep their top tier 1 tower alive, but also helping out their push a little bit here. Ice Blast going flying on in. This is headed top lane, I believe. Is there gonna be any TPs to go with this one? Doesn't seem to be the case. Vader just immediately doppelgangering away, and there we go. King Gaming take the last tier 1 tower on the map. 3 towers claimed already. Great laning stage, but
they can try to get the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane with Shadow Shaman wards.
Okay. Yeah, they're back up already.
But they need a creep wave.
Creep's coming in soon. They're going to lose the top, and they're going to lose the mid tier 1, sorry, and the top tier 1. So this feels still okay for Chaos, considering how bad this lane stage went and the fact they can't really fight right now. They just took 2 tier 1s, including the tier 1 mid.
It's an okay trade for Chaos, because they traded the tier 1 tower on mid, the bottom tier 2 tower, not too much value out of that tower. And Kezu just finished the book 1.
Yep. All in all, I don't think the last 3 or 4 minutes has gone too badly for Chaos. They've gotten several pickoffs and kills from Martu's Ember rotating around the map. They've managed to get a couple of towers. Yeah, you lose those 2 towers bottom, but that was like a 4-man push. Chaos themselves are split around the map. They were mid, they were top, they were farming their jungle, so they're just being a lot more efficient right now on the map.
I mean, they should defend this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Tower damage is pretty low on Chaos, unless Beastmaster is there with the book and the aura.
I think it's time to just get that Empower farm going. PL farming with it in the jungle. I imagine Ember's going to be playing around with it as well. And Abaddon has the Vlads queues up a Helm of the Dominator as a second item. That is not what you'd expect, right?
I guess he's going for it because he sees the book on Beastmaster.
Okay, so wants to be able to control it.
Yeah. Even though I think there are better items.
You know, Solar Crest.
We
love Solar Crest.
Solar Crest.
Even when you say better items, it's like there's Solar Crest.
Also,
You're gonna PA. It's so good on PA. He'll go back for it. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna come eventually.
Bounty runes are coming. Abaddon,
Wow.
manning up,
He juked the skewer. Misery.
jukes the arrow, gets the rune.
Level 11. What a player.
They have multiple ways of dealing with the PL and the illusions. Phantom Assassin needs 1,000 gold to finish the Battle Fury. Cleave from Kunkka. Radiance,
from Kunkka,
yeah, 1,500 gold away from. This is the Moonlight Shadow. Phantom Assassin is alone.
That's the big kill thing. Yeah, he sees him now with the Sentry. Pops the blur to stop it.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Buys himself some time. And now they're going to look to turn this one. Everyone's TPing in, and Kezu is looking in all sorts of trouble. The arrow going to go flying through. Doesn't latch onto anyone. And
I mean, Kezu was in a good position. He was close to use the Primal Roar. I guess he just wanted to scout things out to see if Abaddon is behind her.
yeah, a bit unlucky that there just happened to be a Sentry Ward there. But at the same time, part of why PA is farming there in such a maybe dangerous position alone is because she had a Sentry Ward there. So good heads-up play from PA, and you can't really put too much blame on Kezu there for wanting to make that play.
It's tough. It's a really tough matchup for Beastmaster when you're playing into a Baron who has 6-second cooldown on a Photic Shield, and they're gonna go for Roche.
No, no, that's the Serpent Ward's being dropped. PA has got the money for the Battle Fury now as well in this top lane, so we'll probably see the PA rotate towards this one as well. There's the helmet. It's a nice just aura as well. If they want to push and end this game fast.
Look at the Baron's build. He has 3 points in Mystic Coil, 4 in a Photic Shield, and he's saving points. He's level 12.
Wait, what?
I mean, at least if you want to kill Roche faster, you could have put a couple of more points in Avernus.
What is this build? Lacoste, I don't understand.
I mean, he's
7, 8, 9. He's used 9 of his 12 skill points. Am I doing this math correctly?
Yes.
What?
No, 8. It's actually 8 out of 12.
No, he's got the talent.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 9.
Why is he not leveling up Curse of
I can
Avernus?
understand that he's saving 2 points in borrowed time to lower the cooldown before he pops it.
Yeah.
Because it goes from 60 to 50, but he should put 1 more point in. There it goes, Mystic Coil.
Maybe he didn't realize. He's like, wait, I'm level 13. What? Yeah, the not leveling your ultimate. We see that all the time.
This is Young 11. Sometimes things don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, but we're just some nephews here sitting, casting this game. We don't know what's going through his brain. This guy's on some 300 IQ plays. He is well and truly beyond the realm of what we can understand.
Also, Helm of the Dominator. If you have a Sentry Ward underneath the Hawk, you just take the Hawk, huh?
Yep.
Scout things out.
Well, he's going to stick for the Alpha Wolf now. It's just a great aura item as well, too, so we could just see him look to 5-man Deathball push, but he's going to stay alive for that. Has the borrowed time. They're going to look to force it out. Immediate Yule Scepter comes in from Milan. Actually, doesn't time the arrow. Oh, no, he hit the Helm of the Dominator creep. Blocks the arrow, and Old 11 still alive for now. Remnant in forward. There's going to be an RP. That's going to lock down the PA in place, but here comes the boat. That's going to block a lot of this damage. It's going to catch up Misery, and they can't really get too many kills easily underneath the boat. Misery goes down to start things off. They're going to cleave and crit through the Ember Spirit as well. 2 dead. Great rotations from Keen. The Abaddon staying alive just long enough.
This is not the target that you want to go for. It's a Baron who's extremely tanky, and they have a Shrine and a Tier 2 tower to TP to. It takes a lot of time. I mean, even if they got the kill on him, it's still not worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Kanka with the freshly bought the Radiance and the Aegis. Yeah, right now it feels so hard for Chaos to fight into, even though the network lead is only 2,000, so they're keeping up with the Empower. Phantom Lancer is farming the jungle, has that Diffusal Blade finished, and the Yasha. Pretty high level, level 15 actually.
I mean, Vader's done the best he can to try and keep this game in a stable enough place for Chaos to come back. It's only a 3k gold lead, which is kind of where we're at after the laning stage ended. So it hasn't gotten worse in terms of gold, but the item progression just feels so good for Keen Gaming right now. And they're just going to barrel down these towers. They push so incredibly well with the Vlads and the Helm Aura.
What do you think about silencing the towers?
Maybe what if it stopped them being glyphed or something? Or took
that
glyph
could
off.
be a nice feature.
Yeah, it removes glyph if you
I'm pretty sure
proc
Valve
your
is
Curse of
listening.
Avernus. Yep. I'll take credit for that one, Ice Frog. Hit me up with my royalties. Thank you very much. So here, where are we at? What's the play for Chaos? Are they just trying to farm their high ground defense, farm their way back in the game? You could empower.
I'm not sure
Magnus
if they
high
have
ground defense.
yeah, but I'm not sure they have a better late game. I mean, you're playing against this Kanka
Yeah.
PA, also a bad, and he has the XP talent level 15 as well. There's the Hex.
Looks like Serpent Ward's being dropped here. Kaka will end up getting the Shackles, but he's going to die for that one. Serpent Wards could maybe be farmed up as well, even, although Serpent Ward's going to farm the Necro Book, so he's like, you're going to farm my wards, I'm going to farm your Necro Book. And King Gaming want to punish this one. They are going chasing, looking for kills. Old Chicken takes out the Necro Book out, and Kezu in the trees. Old 11 is just going to go charging on forward through. X, ooh, didn't have the X, he went for the Torrent and guessed wrong. This is okay for Chaos. They got to pick off, they got out. Faded is farming bottom.
Vita Faded involved in only 1 kill, but he's farming. He's keeping up with the PA right now.
Yep. Does feel like we're going to be seeing King Gaming go for a high ground push fairly soon, though.
And Phantom Assassin picked up the extra 25% cleave talent.
Nice.
just so she can deal with the illusions.
Magnus, I think, got scouted by that courier, but gonna just go for a TP out right away. So Battle Fury, Deso, PA with the Abaddon behind her.
Yeah, but that's what I talked about during the pick phase, that you don't necessarily need to go for a BKB early on. You just want to tank up.
Yeah. And BKB
Static.
is not good versus these heroes anyways. You've got RP, you've got
Yeah,
Roar.
they don't have that much magical damage anyway.
Yeah. Not much magic damage. Not the stuns they have go through BKB for the most part. So here we go. Aegis expires, and Keen Gaming will just keep playing and farming the map right now. They're farming pretty decently on all three of their cores. AA would love to get this GPM talent. He does do so. Pops the tome. He's the lucky man with that 20-minute tome of knowledge. And Keen Gaming. Well, they have to be careful here. Moonlight Shadow was popped. Old Chicken at this bottom lane. He's got that blur though. You may see this one coming. Misery. They get him with the RP. Can they keep him alive? There's going to be a blink into a hex though. They arrow him though, and I think he's just dead. Kaka's going to leave him to die. Goes for the TP out, and yep, he's not going to get the Yules to cancel that one. So a PA kill, nicely executed by Chaos. RP into the arrow.
It feels like PA is just on a different side of the map where Abaddon is, and Kunkka. Like these two heroes are never near the Phantom Assassin to either sever with the Photic Shield or Ghost Ship. Kazu has Book 3, so he should, if they're not fighting, he should be using it to de-ward. Observer wards give a lot of gold right now.
Alpha Wolf. Keep it alive. That's 200 gold. Gotta be careful not to feed that one away. Abaddon, I think, really wants that aura. Solar Crest may kind of become the time. I feel like the second Aegis, if Keen Gaming can secure it again, they're going to be looking to break high ground with like the Solar Crest, PA Aegis. But until then, they are looking to control the map.
They're not fighting enough. This Kunkka is extremely strong, has a BKB flying to him, and they just smoked.
It does feel like Chaos are the ones making plays and moves when Keen should be themselves. They feel stronger to me, at least. Definitely with this BKB picked up now.
The whole jungle is warded. 3 observers right now, and they know something is up.
Yeah. I think the PA's died enough times now by herself that Chaos are like, well, she's probably baiting this time. Surely she's not down here alone by herself again, and not seeing other heroes on the map. Chaos is just like, yeah, we're not going for this.
If this game drags, Phantom Lancer will get a lot of items. Has Silver Edge queued up. It's great against the Blur. It's great against Abaddon as well. And if he wants to go for his next item, maybe get a Bloodthorn, so you have a crit, you have ways to deal with the evasion, and you can break and silence Abaddon, and then he can't use his ulti.
That's true. That's one of those great combos against Abaddon that can actually kill him off. So, PL, top net worth. VT Faded having a great game as far as the farm goes. Will be a Moonlight Shadow coming in from Chaos.
They know something is up.
Yeah, they're ready to take this fight. They drop a sentry. I think they're expecting the Moonlight Shadow. They see Kezu now pop out. They're flanking them in from behind. The arrow goes flying through. The Alpha Wolf was maybe the target for that one, but the chase is on. And Chaos, I think, just have to get the hell out of this one. Misery will be looking for an RP, but he hasn't got a Blink Dagger. X will catch Kezu. That's going to be a dead Beastmaster. Will they get any more? Bounty runes were spawning, and that's why the two teams were making these plays and these moves. And uh-oh, the Blink Shaman. He's found another. He's found Milan. X back. He went for some leaps, but
has one more leap.
Yeah, okay. Gets the high ground. Kaka's, has he got a blink or anything? He's going to blink in a second. Is there any disables? Yeah, they've got the X and plenty of other spells.
Roche will respawn in 30 seconds. Sadly for Keen Gaming, it's a bit longer spawn. That's a full Solar Crest on Abaddon.
That's a big item improvement.
They still have Shadow Shaman Ward, so they will go for the high ground.
They push very fast.
Misery getting closer to his Blink Dagger.
Nobody is here to defend right now, by the way. Chaos, nowhere to be seen. This is going to be... this looks like a tier 3 tower at least.
Catapult, Alpha Wolf, Shadow Shaman Wards.
Yeah.
Plus a Deso. Wow.
I mean, they theoretically could have gone for the Rax. I don't quite think they realized how safe they were, but at the same time, heroes respawning. Magnus does have Blink Dagger now. That's the item that Chaos have been waiting for. And King Gaming, you know, this is the safe play. You take the tier 3 tower, you fall back for the shrines. This is the shrine that allows access to Roshan, and if there's a big Rosh fight and Chaos are using buybacks, they can't TP to this shrine.
And they have no tier 2 towers left, so they need to walk back. Bottom lane is being pushed in. Actually, top lane, sorry.
Yeah.
With the Necros, Beastmaster still there, has Boots of Travel.
Both teams with vision on Roshan, the Beastmaster Boar, the Alpha Wolf from the Helm. We'll see who's going to be making the first move around this pit. Ultimates mostly up. The Serpent Wards are on cooldown. That's the only one really missing from either team right now. As What's the Baton got queued up next. Aghanim Scepter. So here we go. The smoke into Roche play. Alpha Wolf sitting in the pit is going to join them. Maybe that will be spotted. He is not smoked up, so... Matu, Hex is there. He's going to get caught out. There's nothing to save him except a Skewer. Maybe the Ice Blast is still going to lash. Misery hits a nice RP, but there's absolutely no follow-up. So, is it really a nice RP?
He tried to go for a Skewer play instead, stop the Shadow Shamans, maybe pull them away from Matu, but even if he used the RP right away, it would not save him there.
Yeah. This is looking like Rax. They know there's no RP. They're just not afraid of this team fight anymore.
-4 armor corruption talent, plus a deso, that means -11 armor on the buildings, plus Curse of Avernus. I don't think that's a good buyback because they have no RP. They're still going to lose the Raxes anyway.
Yeah, it drops so incredibly fast, and you're not taking a fight here. I guess he's trying to cancel TPs because Kezu is going for some split push in the bottom lane. They have to back off a little bit before they go for these TPs, but they manage just that.
Yeah, you can see Keen Gaming going back as 5. No one wants a TP straight away.
Yeah. They're okay giving up a tier 3 tower if it means not losing potentially like 2 or 3 heroes if you TP out one by one and get picked off there. So very safe, calculated play coming in from
This is do
Keen.
or die smoke from Chaos.
Yeah.
They want to make something happen.
Still no RP though.
11. He has no buyback at this moment. He bought a point booster. I don't think that's the play. Like at this point, you just want to save a buyback. Point booster's not going to do anything.
He's not the target, at least right now. It's mid lane where they want to go. They're going on the PA. Blink out with the Glimmer Cape as well. Is there detection? Have they got anything? Kezu just got solo killed by Old 11, by the way, up top. Kaka's getting jumped on here as well. His Glimmer Cape, I believe, on cooldown. Dark. The next target, his Glimmer Cape's on cooldown, sorry. And Ember Spirit's gone down. This is looking terrible for Chaos. They're just getting picked apart one by one. Faded. That's got that Shadow Blade. He's going to hide in the trees. Milan's being pinged as well. They seem to know where he is. Kaka. Yeah, with Glimmer Cape, he can't really go on him here.
Torrent? Ooh, almost. Ooh. That's going to be a free Roche. The status resistance and the extra HP from Satanic kept the PA alive there. Also, Kezu solo dying to a Baton. I mean, he didn't have a TP. Yeah. He has Boots of Travel and the TP scroll, but both were on cooldown. And that's going to be Cheese and Aegis for Phantom Assassin.
They're going for the GG. They're looking to push high ground and win this game right now, I feel. There is an RP to worry about, but they are drawing lines straight down this top lane. They are ready to go. They've got a Lotus Orb completed on Kunkka now. Double dash. Feeling mighty strong. And they have vision, too. They may even look to hunt some of these heroes. Now they say, no, why bother? Creeps are about to enter the base, so they can even enter top lane before the top creeps do if they want to. Moonlight Shadow being popped. What's the play coming in from Chaos? Milan trying to swoop in from the side. Old Chicken is still in that blur, though. Remaining hidden here as they will take out some of that Chaos vision. On the high ground is Old Chicken. He's the one with the Aegis. Old 11 can kind of join up with him as well. They go in on Old 11, but that's not really the best target. And the Hex on the PL. The RP comes in, catches out 3. Is there enough follow-up damage? They're just tanking all this damage here. Only the Shadow Shaman going down so far, but that's a nice kill nonetheless. Raw breaks out as well, but Kezu's forced to retreat as Old 11 is just going to chase him down. And with the BKB on Kunkka, there's just nothing Chaos can do. They've managed to clear out the Serpent Wards, but this is looking all over for Chaos. They're buying back. They're trying to hold. Martu's going to get picked off by Old Chicken and Old 11. The two old boys are absolutely crushing it here. 11 with the cheese, stays alive, has another borrowed time in a couple of seconds, and they're going to take the tier 3 tower and now get to work on the racks. Aegis not even needed for this fight.
Even with 4-man RP, they still can't take the fight because of the both PA.
Yeah. AA got kind
That's
of
a
low.
lot of damage, big crits.
Faded tried to go in the backlines. They tried to go in using that Silver Edge and catch the Abaddon by surprise, but it just didn't work. And GG is called. Chaos defeated here in game 1.
Yeah, these heroes are so tanky. Keen Gaming had some sloppy deaths, but way better draft.
Yeah.
Such a
for
greedy
sure.
lineup from Chaos there with the position 4 Mirana and Mag position 5 value. Still have a Phantom Lancer. You don't have enough heroes to fight with early on.
Oh.
And once they get the items, Kanka will get the farm eventually with that Radiance plus a cleave from PA. Phantom Lancer is not going to have a good game. They're just going to clear the illusions.
Did he even end up dying that game? No, he died once. VT faded 3-1 and 2. You know, you see your carry 3-1 and 2. You're like, oh, he's doing well, but he could never fight. They lost the lane so badly. Every single lane went poorly for them, and that
Abaddon pick was extremely good because he can remove the Beastmaster ulti, the arrow stun, and he just had a great laning stage. He's playing against
Really
two melee heroes. There's no way he's going to lose. Also, the bottom lane, you start with a tri-lane as a Beastmaster. That lane is really weak.
I mean, draft-wise, just to me, it's don't pick Magnus Mirana support duo. That to me is this game in a nutshell. This support duo was way too weak. Not much else to say.
Not much else to say.
Hopefully,
Parker.
Misery has something else to say in game 2, though. Draft, you gotta fix some things there. You gotta do some tweaks. You gotta pick some better supports. I want to say we're gonna see what those different drafts and picks are gonna be after a quick break. Stick around, guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for game number 2 of Chaos versus Keen Gaming. Costs. Game 1 was not. It wasn't particularly close. There was some drafting question marks, at least from us, as far as what Chaos were doing, particularly with the supports.
Yeah, Chaos needs to adjust the issues that they had in game number 1. Way too greedy lineup. I know they can do better,
Yep.
and I think this one is the most important game of the tournament for them right
Yeah.
now because
Oh.
they're in a tough spot. This is do or die.
They have 1 win, and Keen with that now go up to 3 wins. We're talking about the teams near the bottom because that's where elimination is at stake. Group stage, 1 team out of the 9 in each group gets knocked out, goes home with a small amount of prize money, just $80,000 or something. Yeah, come on. And that's where Chaos is right now, and Keen Gaming is now a little bit even further away. So you need to get that second win and deny them a win. We're going to see if Chaos can fix some of their drafting woes. Let's hop into the draft and see what exactly they're doing here. And it really, it starts it to me at least with those supports in a big way.
Yeah. They ban out Abaddon because he was causing a lot of trouble in the previous one. Mirana still in the pool. When before the TI, we had a lot of discussion about which heroes are going to be picked. Mirana came out, but they're going to ban it out. Abaddon and Omni Knight were the ones to be considered as a counter to Mirana because of that 4 or 5 second arrow that you land.
Yeah. Well, that's maybe why they banned the Mirana, because they're like, well, Abaddon, they banned out Abaddon, maybe we have to do some changes ourselves. And Shadow Demon, one of the most picked heroes of the tournament, I believe the most picked support at least, is going to be the first pick for Chaos. Well, I guess Ogre I think, was most picked at the start of the day, but he's being a core as well as support. And Shadow Demon is just, it's solid. Already I'm liking their support duo better, and I don't even know what the second support is. They could pick a Spectre support, and I would like their support duo better than last game, you know?
Yeah, I have to agree on that one. When they go for Shadow Demon, they usually pair it up with another stun, either a Sand King, a Lashrak, because Shadow Demon has a really good setup for kills.
Yep. Well, we'll see if what they want to get their second pick there. King Gaming already taking a lot of time to figure this one out. They've got 50 reserve seconds left, and they've got that double pick here. Maybe they weren't expecting a Shadow Demon first pick. Not exactly sure, because that shouldn't really, to me at least, come as a big surprise that they went for the Shadow Demon. And Keen go Witch Doctor of all heroes. What the heck? Witch Doctor suddenly coming out of nowhere? What?
I don't see the reason why Witch Doctor is particularly good here. Could be just a comfort hero.
They just like Witch Doctor. Yeah, I think that's good logic, Lucas. Comfort hero, I'll go with that.
Yeah, Witch Doctor is one of the greatest heroes against Shadow Demon. It could one of the things that I see is Cask is good if they want to use like Shadow Demon and some illusion carrier. You make illusions, of course, and
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of bounces.
But I feel like most drafters aren't thinking that far ahead. Like when you pick the Witch Doctor, it's very
So
much
you're just saying
like,
I'm smart?
you're smarter than old chicken in the draft, and say, yeah, probably. You're a really smart dude, Lucas.
Thank you.
If I made a Dota
I
team,
love your sarcasm.
you can captain and draft for my Dota team. I don't think we'll go very far if I'm on the Dota team. I don't think I've played pro Dota in a good 7 or 8 years now.
It's been a while. Been there, done that.
Yeah, moved on to bigger and better things. I have $32 million. I want to compete for that. Casting that's where it's at.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Dude, we get to sit back, watch great Dota. This is the dream, I'm going to say. And Death Prophet, a hero we've been asking for a bit more, coming out. Chaos. Death Prophet with saves is always a nice thing to have. And they pick it in a place where they can instantly ban the AA, which was played in Game 1. Which is interesting, because Keen could have gone for the AA Kunkka once more, but they opted for a different support in the Witch Doctor.
They still have a good combo. The full duration Witch Doctor ulti with the X mark. And as you mentioned, Death Prophet, the hero that we talked a little bit about her. And she gives you the objective, taking the Roche, the towers, and the save capability from Shadow Demon to keep her alive. She also builds into a saving item, usually Yule Scepter. So there's a double save, pretty hard to take down. Especially Yule Scepter's going to be good against the Witch Doctor Maledict, Kanka's X mark. And AA banned out, one of the better heroes against DP because of that ulti, and they banned the Lash.
Brood.
Ah,
Well, they
that's a
should.
good ban because that Prophet is really vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
to being pushed early on.
Okay. Death Prophet almost certainly going to be Matu's here for that mid lane. Something he's always. Well, he played a little bit back in his Liquid days.
I would love to see that Sanking from Chaos. Good setup from Shadow Demon, unless King Gaming decides to ban it out.
For now, just the Leshrac taken out. They worried about what? Support Lesh? I guess 4 position, 3 carry Lesh. I mean, it's good regardless as far as playing fast pace and taking
If
objectives.
you have that Prophet and Lash as your cores, like if Lash is
Mm,
position 1, I don't think that would work because you're not gonna be able to go in super late game with those two because
for
they,
sure.
they scale, both of those heroes scale in the late game, but you need that like agi carry hero.
Yep. That's what Keen Gaming's second ban is on. The Agi hero that is Lifestealer. The carry. He's the carry, though. Lina now. Keen. Pick up a flexible hero that can go support
Can
mid.
also go mid, yeah.
Not 5. Witch Doctor's 5 position.
They needed the burst damage against that Prophet, blow her up before she can heal up with the ghosts.
Oh, dude, Lyrical's getting hype. If you guys aren't watching, check out that Alliance newbie game. We were watching it while waiting to start. There was Mega Creep spoiler, but it
There
was
was a
also
Divine Rapier
yeah,
purchased on AM.
yeah, and there's some super hype Lyrical casting going on. You guys can maybe hear it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know what's the end of that game. Can we just forget the draft, and watch the end of that game? No. Earth Spirit, undefeated hero. You said earlier, right?
Yeah, I think 6 out of 6 games being played, still undefeated. Navi picked it quite a few times, and he's in my predictions. Earth Spirit,
For highest win rate,
highest
highest something
assist
assists.
average.
Okay, that's high. And King Gaming, another PA. They love their PA.
Ooh, this looks like a way tougher PA game than the previous one. You don't have any kind of save, a lot of magical damage, especially with the Shadow Demon's second ability, and that Prophet's not a hero that you want to blink into, especially when she has her ulti running.
Yeah. Maybe you're just thinking more. I mean, she is a carry that at least has burst damage, so you can just jump the DP and kill her before that
Yeah,
Spirit Siphon heal kicks in.
both is great against that Prophet ulti.
Oh yeah. I mean, between Kunkka, Lina, and PA, and kind of the Maledict, I feel like they've got a good amount of damage for Death Prof. The problem is they don't have a good way to deal with the save. The Shadow Demon Disruption is going to be the tool that Chaos use to try and keep their Death Prophet alive. And now they've got their secondary carry, a Jug Healing Ward in the mix as well. Another bit of sustain for this Chaos draft. This just looks like a more well-rounded Chaos draft. You go from having a Mag Mirana support to a Shadow Demon Earth Spirit. Way better. Good improvements coming out.
This looks much better. A lot of sustain, a lot of heal, tower damage, a lot of boxes are checked.
Yep.
King Gaming will need something that goes through Jug Spin because they have nothing at the moment. And I always feel like you need to have something. Beastmaster's still in the pool. It's Young Eleven's one of the best heroes, but you're also playing Beastmaster into Shadow Demon, which is kind of tough.
Yep.
Same goes as the previous game where you had the Beastmaster into Abaddon.
They can build into the Basher Abyssal Blade on PA, I guess, to deal with the Jug Spin. Later on, that is. That's one option, but it's still not maybe the easiest or the best. And if we are saying that Leon support, the build is often the Aether Lens with the cast range talent, so stunning the Jug from Fog is always a possibility. But not. These are kind of like these high skill execution plays that you can't necessarily rely on. It's not even about them being high skill, it's about them just being unreliable.
You can also get Axe, even though laning
Oh, yeah.
Axe against Jug Shadow Demon. Well, Axe could be fine as well.
Yeah, it looks decent for sure. Maybe something Chaos want to consider banning out. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of offlane is still left in the pool, and 11 is one of those players who has quite a wide variety of heroes he does play.
And King Gaming had the pick priority. They chose second pick, which means they will have the last pick.
Yep. Well, there's always a chance we could see Kunkka go in the offlane as well if they want to use that last pick of the draft to go for their mid. But for now, waiting on Chaos to take their ban and pick first. Chaos themselves looking for an offlaner. So both teams looking for, well, theoretically they're offlane. We don't know with Keen. With Chaos, we're pretty sure what they're doing.
They think it's mid.
Yeah. Oh, Kezu Enigma. Is that a pog?
Yeah, we'll have to see. They definitely need something that goes through BKB and spin. Any kind of ability, since you're playing against Enigma, you can't just let him have a free blink BKB. It's gonna come to that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, if you have something, yeah, BKB piercing to deal with, it deals with Enigma as well as the Jug. So I feel like doubly so you're looking at some way to cancel these. But 2 seconds, they've got to choose fast. Holy crap, they did not have much time to think. And it is Beastmaster. There's the hero you suggested, the cost. Maybe my Dota team with you drafting
maybe
is
we
going
could make
far,
something
yeah.
something happen. You just need to step up.
Okay.
Increase MMR by 200, get it to 4K, solo, and we're good.
Okay. Because your high skill drafting makes up for my low MMR, so I'm here.
Exactly.
Okay. We're just gonna outdraft everyone. 4K MMR is the baseline. Got it. All right, I'll get OD Pixel. I think he hit
OD
4K
Pixel as our
recently
mid,
as well.
sure.
Yeah. He plays some good mid pudge. Can you fit that one into the draft?
Without a hook.
Yeah, exactly.
We had that discussion, and Grant just looks at me because he knows I spam a lot of pudge, and like, yeah, Lacoste will not agree with that one.
Yeah, we're talking about, was it? Yeah, it was Jabs who played the safe lane pudge. And it was like, oh, he got hooked. That's a mistake. Jeez. Anyways, luckily there is no OD Pixel playing in this game. Maybe unluckily there's no OD Pixel casting it, but you know, we'll do our best to make up for that. It is an Enigma game, looking like some potentially big explosive team fights. Chaos with Enigma, Death Prophet, Jug have 3 heroes that can definitely death ball down, take objectives, play at a pretty fast tempo if they have a good laning stage, and it should be a better laning stage than last game, you gotta think.
Yeah, now they have this Shadow Demon, as you mentioned, a lot of heal from Death Prophet. Enigma will probably get that Guardian Greaves, so a lot of sustain. Even if they get a kill or 2 with Jug's Healing Ward, Death Prophet ulti, they can easily transition that into Roche.
Here we go. Game 2. I kind of want to say a must-win game for Chaos in a lot of ways, just because of how quickly this group stage is slipping away from them. TI every year gets closer and closer, more and more competitive, so you want to find yourselves on the main stage. It is a kind of scenario where you need to be winning. Well, I think last year one of the groups, the lowest wins the team had was like 5 wins or something, so right now just 1 win is not going to crack it. This is not, well, I think it was 2 TIs ago where I think it was Fnatic went 0 wins and 14 losses, but the teams is just so much more even and more competitive than ever.
Yeah, I think the Milan stack as well got 0 wins at 1 TI, or maybe
they got
one.
one. Yeah, the Hellraisers one,
Hellraisers,
right?
yeah, I forgot the name.
Yeah, that was when that was when 33 made a name for himself, because he played really, even though they only won 1 game, I think it was.
He looked like the best player on the team, without a doubt.
And then he got picked up by PPD and Optic. Yeah, that was the year where it's like, okay, there's 2 teams that are just outclassed by everyone. It was the Fnatic stack with QO that had, I think, 0-14, and Hellraisers 1 and 13, if I recall correctly. I'm not.
Doesn't matter. Still played at TI.
Exactly. Exactly. But last year, because I think there was a tiebreaker for 2 teams that each had like 4 or 5 wins, who were finished last of their group, and they had to play a best of 1 to see who got eliminated and who went on to the main event.
Yeah, and once again, we see this ward on the high ground to scout the lanes. Keen Gaming, they want to have a try lane, leave 11 in 1 versus 1 scenario against Enigma if possible.
Kezu denies 1 creep top, but is going to run bottom. They may see him soon. I think the Jug managed to avoid that ward when he went for that one. Enigma's going to TP to the bottom tier 1 tower. That means TP's on cooldown if they do find Kezu here. And they're going to see him without a TP here, so presumably they know that he TP'd to get here.
And Kaka's trying to kill the courier. This is actually really smart because of all the lane swaps. You don't expect her to be there, but he's not using the courier right now.
Yeah. That's just he doesn't need it. So, I mean, often you'll just leave it by the tier 3 tower. It does have a salve on it, so I think Matu just waiting to bring
Matu
it
does
out.
not have any gold. Okay, he just bought a
He
flask.
bought a flask, yeah. He's just leaving it at base. Not even bringing it to like the tier 3 tower, which is where you sometimes see it camped. He's like, no, not risking it. Or he's just waiting to have a flask plus more items as well. But yeah, until Lena shows on the map, it seems like he is not bringing that courier out. Top lane?
Oh, top lane. Milan, he missed the roll.
Oh.
Says sorry.
Let's play some Dota. I agree. That's where we're at. Keen Gaming with a Game 1 victory. So far playing the better Dota of these two teams. Back about him. Kezu, not an easy time for him. He's playing into a tri lane, so...
I think it's still fine if you are sacrificing Enigma's lane. He will eventually get the farm, will deny a lot of XP every single time the conversion is up. He will deny the range creep, and they're also tri-laning, so a lot of XP will be shared between these three heroes.
Yep. Oh, Matu having a rough time. Only now he's finally bringing out the salve with some other items here. I believe he wasn't sure where those supports were. That's why that courier hasn't left the base yet. But he's suffering in terms of regen because of it. Kunkka, though, does need to be careful. The salve is being popped now. He's going to cancel that salve pretty quickly. Got most of the regen from it, but not all of it.
He still needs to bring some regen to this lane.
Yeah.
Only sitting on half HP. Once Kunkka hits level 4, Dead Prophet could actually die.
And there's no Spirit Siphon charges left for a little while here. Double dash
harassing
just
him.
keeps finding him, yeah. Matu's getting bullied. He buys another flask. Even when he's getting these this regen out, he's losing the lane by being forced to buy all this regen, and Yi is just not taking much damage himself. He's not buying that much regen for his lane. Although I believe, yeah, he's got some more Tangos in the bracer.
4.
Yeah.
He could have tried to land the torrent.
Wants to hold on to the mana, I guess, or at least keep Matu scared. In some ways, it's just as okay to have Matu sit here on no health because he's not CSing at all. Milan's going to TP on mid. Oh, huh?
Milan TP'd, he just wanted to use the healing salve, but the courier also delivered one to Matu.
Ah.
I don't think they can kill him, but
No,
they can
he's got a
harass him.
bracer, yeah. Do some damage here, we think. X back into the turret, gets a Tidebringer. The body blocks is nice, but Yi does have salve, tangos.
Once a hero buys a bracer, he's unkillable.
Yeah, I mean, particularly a strength hero in the mid lane, like DK's, Kunkka's. That's a...
Top lane, 11. They still have disruption.
Yep.
That's going to be a first blood.
Yeah, leaves it for Faded. Nicely played by the Chaos off lane. Gives him a little tip. He says, I've got you this game at least, but this was also last game as well. We saw Old 11 give up first blood and then come back in and dominate the lane, so far not quite been the domination that his Abaddon had. Only one CS, now gets a couple underneath the tower, so tough lane for the Beastmasters so far. Old 11 not quite getting the matchup that he perhaps wanted himself at least, but this is probably what the team wanted because PA, Old Chicken, is free farming on PA down bottom.
Young 11 is one of the players that really shines in 1 versus 1 scenarios. Kaka has that stun.
They're going to change target. Go for Kaka instead. He goes for the TP out, and the damage should be there. Yeah, they get the kill. He doesn't have TP now. Well, Faded. Calm down,
shame.
Faded.
Yeah, he does not have enough gold to buy boots. Just buys budget boots, aka Windlace. Kunkka has the double damage on mid lane. That Prophet only level 4. Kunkka doing a really good job. 29-9 against 21 and 2.
Yeah, and I imagine Death Prophet's bought a lot more health regen. Oh, no, probably not. It's only 200 net worth difference. So not the biggest discrepancy. As we'll see Bounty Rune spawning soon. It should be 2
he's gonna hit him.
apiece.
That's that Prophet. X, one more hit. One. Nah.
Doesn't have it. It's the level 3 cooldown. Oh, not quite.
He could have waited this full creep wave, get to level 6 with the ghost ship. She just dies. Bounty runes. 1, 2.
Should be. I was thinking it was going to be 2 apiece with Chaos getting both top, and they're
3
leaving
for
it for
1.
now.
Isn't it?
They haven't been picked up. It's only... It's 1 for 1 so far.
I'm blind. I was just looking at the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, they're just still sitting there. Chaos grabbed the offensive one top, and Keen grabbed the offensive one bottom, and they're making rotations before grabbing the others, it looks like. I think Dark and, yeah, Milan, they're spotting each other here. Keen Gaming rotating towards the mid lane, but that movement is scouted out. There's 11, still just level 3 here. So yeah, leaving these bounty runes, maybe looking to bottle them up a bit later on. Let them stew, you know. Aged fine wine, these bounty runes. They get better with age.
Are you a wine guy? Can you feel the difference between Chardonnay from 2006 and 2018?
Oh, 2006, that was a good year, Lacoste,
Yeah,
let me tell you.
especially for the white wines.
Yeah, the white wines, the tannins of those Chardonnays with, you know, a hint of the grape florally essences. Perfectly matches with a nice cut of 10-year-old aged salmon filet mignon. It's just a delectable meal.
What about Lina Mignon?
That's what Misery's after. I'll have some Lina cooked medium well, please, but Kaka says, I don't think so. And it's Faded who's going to fill himself up with a nice cut of Lina steak. Yummy. Man, I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast today. What was I doing? Now we're talking about food.
Now we should stop.
Yeah. The viewers are just like thinking, what the hell is going on here? Kazu's hit level 6. He's actually done rather well in this lane. 18 denies, of course, coming out from the conversion, but that's a lot of denies.
Mid lane, there's the boat on Dead Prophet.
Oh, the rotation's coming in from Chaos, but the kill's already happened in the roll from Milan. Not going to latch on in time. Kaka's going to turn and fight. That's the 3 charges of Fiery Souls, but will be Chaos just backing off, and Matu having a rough time in this mid lane.
This is why Enigma is such a strong hero, because you can't really shut him down. Even if he doesn't have a good laning stage, he will always find farm somewhere.
Old Chicken just sniped a courier, by the way. Casual. Mid lane. Here comes Chaos, rotating in, Disruption into a Blade Fury with the Boulder Smash stun, and Dash will go down, just enough damage to kill him off. He spent most of his gold, it looks like all of it, in fact. As finally that bounty run gets picked up, but 4-man rotation mid from Chaos. They can get the tier 1 tower. This is going to feel well worth it for them to kill both Kunkka and the tower.
Yeah, Kunkka didn't want to buy a magic wand, and if he had it before, I mean, he had the gold, he would not die there, because Juggernaut did not have enough mana to actually cast the ulti, and also had the Fairy Fire to work with. That would keep him alive. Good rotation from Chaos, though.
My man Dart.
Yep, they got the tier 1 tower even without DP
got
using
denied.
health. I mean, they still kill the tower, which opens up the jungle for them, but
yeah.
he got the deny.
Some gold taken away, but yeah, like you're saying, it is still a very, very important tower to be taken this early on. What's the next move going to be from King Gaming? Does feel like Kunkka wants a few more levels, wants to get those points in the X marks the spot so he gets that extra initiation range. Kazu, where's he headed? He's TPing in top. Hasn't shown any signs of using the black hole just yet.
That's a dead tier 1 tower on top as well. Chaos is playing this really fast. They will kill 2 tier 1 towers before 10-minute mark.
And PA's is here that takes a little while to come online, so they're punishing the fact that 1, 11, Beastmaster, he's having a rough game, and 2, PA doesn't really want to fight right now, so King Gaming can't do a lot to defend these towers.
They have no ways to defend this tower. Meanwhile, they got a kill on the bottom lane.
That's what
Mirror movement. Try to get the tier 1 tower on the bottom for themselves, even though their damage is really limited.
The push from King Gaming coming a whole lot slower here. They even get this tier 1 tower. It doesn't look like Chaos is defending it, which means we should be able to see this tier 1 claimed. Right now, instead they're looking to invade the enemy jungle, see what they can find. They could even go for a tier 2 up here, Chaos. Roll on in, Milan. Not going to find what he was looking for. And Old Chicken gets the tier 1 tower. Leaving the last hit for the PA means a nice chunk of gold going her way to get that Blade Fury? What am I talking about?
Battle Fury?
Battle Fury, yeah. Something Fury. Man, this is what happens when I don't eat breakfast.
Or when you watch too much Dota. All the spells are
Blade
stuck
Fury,
in your
Battle
head.
Furies, yep. Top lane, 11. They don't want to go for the dive here. I think they know that. Just take the objectives. Go for the towers. Oh, and they're actually going to look to punish Old Chicken here. He thinks he's safe, but Misery comes in, gets the D-Ward, and Old Chicken needs to find an out. He's been surrounded. There's a third hero even coming in as well. Can he get the blink to the creeps? He does, but Misery's got a disruption.
There's the boat.
Kunkka needs to throw this boat soon. He needs that damage mitigation. Old Chicken, he hasn't got a blink for a couple of seconds. With that damage block, I think he's going to be okay. Blinks out to his buddy. Still being chased down. Faded doesn't have mana for the Omni Slash, and Old Chicken will survive.
A lot of time wasted. Meanwhile, we're trying to make something happen on the top lane. Could not get a good angle of approach. Also deep ward from Chaos there to scout things out.
So neither team successful in getting the kills.
Spirit Vessel on this Kunkka will be crucial. Even though Kunkka is very active early on, he's involved in only 2 kills. I mean, they have 2 kills. These supports were kind of under-leveled. And Spirit Vessel against the Dead Prophet, extremely effective. Same goes for Juggernaut. Enigma is actually going for Hand of Midas here. Has a recipe. This is his way of coming back into the game.
Yeah. So you like the Midas here?
Sure.
It does feel like Keen Gaming is going to be just dragging the game out a bit with the PA Battle Fury, so having at least one of your cores play a bit greedier seems like a good plan. And it's not just one, they're going to go Maelstrom on Jug. They're looking to match the farming pace of Keen Gaming here.
Milan is level 6, has that urn, no charges on it yet. They want to make something happen. Smoke popped, Dead Prophet, we still didn't see it 12 minutes in.
Yeah. Has been a little bit active. We have seen Matu, obviously take the tier 1 mid tower with the team and then rotate top, but they haven't needed the ultimate to actually take objectives. Top lane, Kezu. Malefice coming out, just doing some casual harass, not going for any kind of a kill here.
Again, this ward scouting things out, so Chaos just backs off. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jug is farming on the bottom, Enigma on the top lane, finishes his Midas.
And Chaos is playing pretty efficiently, but it's Keen Gaming with a 1k gold lead. Not really much to say about such a small lead as far as who's ahead right now, and Midas Enigma is going to start kicking in. Both teams playing a slower, more farm-oriented game. Like Earth Spirit, Kunkka, they have these urns, but they're not exactly getting urn charges right now. No one looking to make too many aggressive moves. I think this favors either team right now, or it's just going to be a kind of wait and see what happens next.
I think that for Dire it's better because you have a Beastmaster who wants to recover PA. She can come into team fights, but she would rather farm. Okay. Going for Battle Fury, and if you compare her damage output right now to Jugs, who has ulti and only needs 20 gold to finish off his Maelstrom, there's a huge difference. What Jug brings to a team fight and what PA does.
Well, just using that blur to farm some stacks here, so not the best stack farmer with without a Battle Fury, but the fact you can farm these stacks without taking damage and just spamming that Phantom Strike a bit for extra attack speed is really nice for the PA. As she is keeping up with the Jug, both those heroes at 6.2k net worth. There's going to be a Roar, the first Roar I believe we've seen all game. Catches up Misery, who was coming to invade, looking to do a warding mission,
You do not want to fight near the shrine.
Yeah. There's also some Boris slows. They hit the LSA from afar. Is any more damage with the Witch Doctor Death Ward? They're going to kill him off before he can pop the Omni Slash. And there's going to be a third kill as well. Keen Gaming fighting at the shrine, healing them up through the Magnetize. Absolutely fantastic decision from them to take that one. And they've got level 4X. I believe they're going to catch Kezu. Yep, they've got him with the X. He pops the urn offensively as well. Torrent going to follow up the X as well. Defensive disruption with the Soul Catcher on Old 11. He's going to be forced to retreat. He's taking a lot of damage with the Shadow Poison. He's going to get brought very low. He's going to tick out. I believe he might be just okay. Yeah, he's going to heal himself through that one, and they did end up catching up Kezu.
They've killed enough. 5 people. They should just back off right now. Kunkka has to earn charges
Dash
to work
is like, I'm going for this one. Oh, on the back lines, also Laguna Blade. Kaka. All right. Does he go for the TP out? Roll is on cooldown. Is he going to make it? You betcha. And they're not done. They've got a Centaur stun. They aren't stopping. PA's gone in with some crits here. Matu's in trouble as well. He's got X to them, but I don't think he wants to necessarily use it.
Both ready in 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, this is looking so bad for Chaos. They're just getting picked apart one by one. They need this Kunkka kill. They need something. Faded, he's already used Omni Slash and didn't kill anyone. The roll will hit, and they do bring down Kunkka in the end at least. One kill going their way.
1 kill, but 4 bounty runes for Keen Gaming. Also, Jug used the ulti and it bounced off to a boar. Pretty unlucky. Otherwise, I think they would got 1 more kill out of this.
The new stun the boar is Omni Slash the boar. As Bounty runes it all over. 5k gold lead. We were talking about a 1k gold lead. Okay, it's not that much, but now suddenly after that, 5k gold lead, PA has Battle Fury, and things going to start getting pretty tough for Chaos in terms of being able to match the farm and take these fights. And Chaos is going for like a greedier, more farming style. They're going for the Maelstrom on the Jug, the Midas on the Enigma. It wasn't that, you know, fast like Helm or Greaves that you'd maybe expect them to go for a more push-oriented style of play. They've played fairly push-oriented, taking these towers, but they haven't itemized for it.
Still no death profit being used at 16 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a bit of mirror movement once again.
Nope.
Tier
Orc
2
sees the
trying to
TP.
trade for Tier 2, but only Beastmaster is at the
Oh,
bottom.
and they
While the
saw
rest
the
is
TP
waiting.
in the Shrine. Believe they were ready for this one, King Gaming, but they are being outnumbered here. They lose one. The second will be a TP out. Just a Witch Doctor.
Yeah, they're fine with that trade.
Yep.
Konka's farming on the mid lane, has Spirit Vessel, but no charges at the moment. That
Yeah.
Prophet needs defensive items. She's halfway through Yule Scepter to not get focused by Kanka. It's great against the X Mark. Also remove the Spirit Vessel charge.
Suddenly, Lena completes an Aether Lens and going to hit level 10. So all of the cast range in the world. As Beastmaster gets a solo kill on Misery, and once faded as well, all of this attack speed, the Inner Beast with the Hellbear Smasher as well. That Swiftness aura. Yeah, Lena just about to hit level 10, so cast range, ahoy.
Keen Gaming should buy a smoke in the next 1-2 minutes. Try to get a kill or two and just easily transition that into Roche Pit. You have a lot of damage. There's a Beastmaster with the Vlad, so a lot of sustain.
Old Chicken, Battle Fury, and BKB queued up, so not going for the greedier Battle Fury Deso we saw last game, since he does not have good save behind him. And the first exorcism of the game is not going to be for a tower, it's for a different objective, Roshan. Name of the game. Bottom tier 2, though, is going to be claimed by Old 11. They don't seem to know what's going on with this Roshan.
Exorcism with the Medallion, -7 armor. It's going to be more than enough. A lot of sustain with the healing ward.
It's been scanned, but I think it's too late. It's already very low in the air. There we go. Roshan is claimed. Too late to contest this one. They smoked. They may take the fight with Exorcism down. Even though there's an Aegis, you still can teamfight into Chaos. Do they want to go for that kind of a play? Doesn't look like it.
They could if they see this double damage on PA. Yeah, but it's not being scouted.
Now Chicken just going to happily keep hitting some creeps. Goes for the lifesteal, not the cleave this game. Not playing against that illusion-based hero. Wants that sustain and the ability to just hold his ground and fight into someone like a Jug or a Death Prophet with Exorcism on.
And look at Young 11, 4th on the net worth right now, level 13, needs 1500 gold to finish a full Solar Crest on top of Vlad's and Helm of the Dominator.
That's such a big item to have on your PA. He loves this Helm of the Dominator. 2 games in a row he's picked it up. Just really loves that aura, the attack speed as well as the health regen aura and the ability to play around the creeps. If you have, you know, good micro and know how to utilize them, they can really boost up what you bring to the table.
And if you don't have a good micro, you just get Alpha Wolf.
Yeah, and then follow your hero with it. Yeah, of course. He may even want the Alpha Wolf anyways. That's such a good creep. The Swiftness aura is like, it's only 15 attack speed.
Alpha Wolf is great, especially with Phantom Assassin on your team. I mean, you have the Inner Beast for attack speed, you have this extra damage, same goes for Kanka.
Yeah. Well, Old Chicken. He's like, can I farm this bottom lane? I think I can. They're not playing around here. They have dire vision up top. They did see a few of these heroes. Oops. Speaking of vision, we have to quickly toggle that one. Good old Spectator Fog of War. There we go.
Yeah, that was quick. You learn fast, Parker.
I've made this mistake many a times. That F1 hotkey to toggle vision between teams.
Bounty runes on the top, still uncontested. No one is going for those. It's really hard to play when enemy has better vision. Right now, there's 1, 2, 3 dire observer wards plus a hawk.
Yeah. Oh, that hawk was in. I was like, how's that hawk dying? But it was a sentry. Yeah. This bottom lane is just a free farm lane for Old Chicken. He's going between bottom, mid, wherever he wants to go. Faded mid actually got brought very low. That was a Laguna Blade being thrown out, using that long-range LSA to initiate. They're going to try to go in here. Exorcism is, yeah, it's back up now, so not sure this is the time you necessarily want to be fighting with a cast. Yeah, it's bounced between two. I don't think you want to get baited in, though. There is a blink on Enigma. Blink Black Hole is what you got to look out for, and Chaos immediately smoke up.
King Gaming will need to kill a healing ward in a team fight, so either with Boar or with the unit that he has from Hell of the Dominator.
Clears out the bottom way. PA's gone top, has the Battle Fury completed, so Old Chicken's ready to fight. Although he's also happy to keep farming. Level 3 Coup de Grace is a nice boost in that crit damage, as well as a Desolator queued up as the next item.
Radiant scan will be on point, but the bottom lane is pushed in, so they know something is up. Keen Gaming, he's reading the map movement really well.
Faded with the Aegis in the front lines. That's the other reason Keen Gaming didn't hard commit for a Jug, is that he is playing with an Aegis, so...
Still a minute and 15.
Yep. That's probably a tier 2 tower they may want to give up, but they're going to catch the backline team. Misery gets deleted before he can even use a spell. He did not react to the rotation from behind. The Hawk spotting him out, and Milan dead as well. He instantly buys back, but Milan, he does not have a buyback. Matu could be in trouble now as well. Watch out for that courier from the trees as Kaka. Can he hit this LSA? The Yule's just going to set up the LSA, and Matu gets stunned. There's a Laguna Blade to follow this up, but the damage just isn't quite there. They don't want to commit with the buyback. Earth Spirit did end up getting just enough gold for buyback, it looks like.
So 2 buybacks. Keen Gaming can go back a bit. 40 seconds on Aegis. 2 buybacks committed.
That's
They're
so
fine
good
with
for
that.
Keen, yeah. I mean, 2 kills with buybacks, and you're buying time for Aegis to expire. And these are low cooldowns. Roar, Laguna, Boat, they come back up pretty damn fast. And we're going to see Chaos, as a result, back off and realize we can't actually take this fight. They were just positioned in such a way that they thought they were safe, but the Hawk from Keen Gaming on that cliff, scouting out the Shadow Demon, set up such a nice initiation.
Yeah, we're still yet to see a black hole.
I mean, we're kind of yet to see an Exorcism as well, I think you can say. Yeah, he used one, but it was just for Roshan. Chaos are just not finding or taking
their
fights.
Spells. Yep.
Yeah. It is.
And that's the Age is gone. Now, Keen Gaming, they can feel they're much stronger at the moment. They need to care about Enigma's Blink. You have Lina, who has that Ether Lance. She also has a Blink Dagger. Sitting on half HP, though.
Casual. Well, I think the BKB timing is perhaps where Chaos look to strike with those black holes, though. That's where you almost need to be using the Roar to cancel it. He has a Blink Dagger on Beastmaster queued up, perhaps for that positioning to make sure he can get that Roar off. Man, his PA is so farm right now. And farming in such a way that she feels really, really scary. Like, the Jug is farming well, but feels like this Mionya Yasha, like, this Jug is still very squishy. If the
He
PA...
is, especially when PA hits level 20, the extra armor corruption, on top of level 3 coup de grace, or coup de grace as I called it before.
Coup de grace. Coup de grace? I don't know. Here we go. Boat initiation. Matu gets disrupted. That's going to help keep him alive a bit longer. But Faden gets roared up. He may die in this roar. He needs to get an Omni Slash off. Where's the black hole? It comes, but it's too late to save Faden.
Finishes.
And Kezu, he's got a great black hole off. He's going to kill off the Beastmaster, but Old Chicken is staying alive. He's going to just turn and fight. With that lifesteal talent, he's healing himself back up. Old Chicken's BKB. The timing is just perfect for Keen Gaming to take a fight. The X is there. It's going to pull back the Earth Spirit. Misery, he gets blinked on by the Lina. One or two more right clicks. It should be a full team wipe. Yep, they do get Misery and Milan with the X. 5-man down.
If somehow Jug lived there and got the ulti off, I think they would have got maybe 2 max kills out of those, and now it's not looking good for them.
Probably would have been enough to kill the PA because that Omni Slash to go through the BKB.
And PA just got her Deso. They're gonna push the bottom. Minus 11 armor with armor corruption and Deso talent. They're forced to use a glyph. Also, they will pick up 2 top bounty runes.
Oh, going for the boat here. Wants to... No, he's not going to commit. They're going to back off here. They're playing it safe. Even though Black Hole's on cooldown, they only have 3 heroes down here, and they decide this is not worth the trouble.
Still no Exorcism. Didn't even pop it in the previous fight. Also, that Prophet right now is really underleveled.
Yeah, she's not had a good game. Level 11. That's incredibly underleveled. Oh, sorry, not level 11. I clicked Earth Spirit when we were talking about. I was like, what the hell? How's he level 11? Level 15. Okay. Agreed. Still underleveled. Not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
I was like,
This is your position 4, Lena, with Blink Boots of Travel, Etherland. So she can play with the Beastmaster, TP on his summons. Also, split push the wave. They need to use a lot of sentries to
they see him.
Matu.
They want to go in. Kaka, ooh, doesn't land the Blink LSA. They still have a torrent though. Faded TP'd in with an Omni Slash. He's going to slice through a lot of heroes here, but he's bounced to a board. Now Kaka getting low, but he doesn't go down here. They're going to turn and fight. They take out the Earth Spirit. The Roar on the Jug during the Blade Fury. Faded's completely out of mana, and the boat's going to catch a Misery. They've only lost the supports, but this could get a whole lot worse. Kaka still alive, dies to the Spirit Siphon. The Exorcism coming in from Matu. He needs to stay and hold his ground, but this PA hits damn freaking hard. Old Chicken is a man on a mission. He's taken out 4, make it 5 with a triple kill. For the Old Chicken PA.
Yeah, even with
Chaos are getting destroyed.
Almost 30 armor on that Prophet. She just melts. Medallion and the Plate Mail still not enough. That can actually finish this game. Where's the Kunkka at? He has 4 Spirit Vessel charges. Will heal Beastmaster up. Also Witch Doctor 3 points in heal.
Nope.
Deso. Solar Crest. Look at the attack speed on this Phantom Assassin. Jesus.
Solar Crest. Quite the item, especially when you have these carries that you can buff up. And oh, they've gone in behind enemy lines. Misery. Not going to see any follow-up there. They're just going to focus the objectives. That's going to be the racks up top. They can back off now, go for these shrines. Look to play around the next Roshan if they want to play it safe. Roche has already respawned. It's up in 3 seconds. If they scout that one out, they're going to be really happy with themselves getting an Aegis on a PA. At that point, taking a team fight is going to take something miraculous out of Chaos.
Once again, Chaos in a do-or-die position. This one more fight, whether they win it, it's going to keep them in
fight. Milan?
in this game. Milan,
no.
come on.
He's going to die to this Maledict. Yeah, well, Old Chicken says, I'll take that kill, thanks. He looks
He
so
doesn't have a
squishy
buyback.
It's a pretty low respawn time, since he is still fairly low level, but that's not necessarily going to be low enough. 20 seconds, and they can take Roche during this phase. Trying to run in. He's got Blade Fury, but he does not have Omni Slash.
Black Hole BKB.
Yeah, there's going to be a Black Hole. Going to deal with the Old Chicken, but there's a Roar to cancel, and Old Chicken just turns and fights the Healing Wards there. Jug's trying to take down Roshan. I think it was his last hurrah as Old Chicken takes out Roshan. It gets picked up by Old 11 because of the disruption. He's just going to blink and takes out Misery. That's a godlike streak, and PA is absolutely destroying Chaos. I wouldn't even be surprised to see
If they
a
just
GG.
call it right now. Exactly. It's a Cheese and Aegis. This Witch Doctor level 15 with the full mech, 1,000 gold on top of that. I don't think they can even kill a Witch Doctor here. He's 6, 1, and 15.
We love our braces, Lacoste, and
That's
Dark
how you play
knows.
Dota.
Yep. Playing 5 position, buy some braces. Buy wards, buy courier, buy braces. Oh, Kaka says hello. Hawk is a good spell. Finds another pick-off, and Old Chicken 10, 0, and 7. He gets beyond godlike.
My boy Milan with a couple of sorries in this particular game. That's going to be another set of Raxes. Just swapping to bottom. Solar Crest on PA. Kill those last tier 3 towers.
It's been a rough one for the boys on the Chaos side. No Black Hole. Kazu's going to get jumped on here. PA does have BKB if she wants to pop it. Will do so. Getting kited around by the Demonic Purge now as well. The Roar comes out onto Matu. Healing Ward doing some work until Old Chicken snipes in. There's another crit from Old Chicken. He blinks in. He wants Kezu as well. The dagger is there. He gets stunned up by the Earth Spirit. The kick as well, trying to kick him into the fountain. Old Chicken doesn't have a care in the world. He's going to force out the GG. Gets a couple more kills. And Old Chicken, a fantastic showing. The PA, 2 games in a row, Lacoste.
Yeah, we talked about some carries who build into Battle Fury, and